Hey everybody, welcome to day 53 of my mental health journey. For those of you who aren't aware, I document my day-to-day ups and downs with mental health, mainly anxiety, with the hopes of other folks connecting with me, as well as just using this as a platform to let people for whom I can't speak share their stories and hopefully connect with more people in the process. Wow, it's been about 6 months since I've done my last podcast. I don't even know if I did that intro right, but it felt like a good time to come back. I had taken a break. I felt in a lot of ways I had kind of lost some passion for some stuff. I hadn't really been doing my Spanish group. I've been practicing Spanish every day, but there's a difference between practicing it on Duolingo or listening to a video on YouTube versus, speaking face to face with people. And just certain other aspects of my life, like making music, for example, I kind of slowed down on. I've recently got way back into that, which has been fun. And, just enjoying my life a lot more. I don't know if I definitely didn't mention it in the last one, but I've been dating someone since July, which has been amazing. She's met my family, I've met hers. It's been a wonderful journey thus far, and work's going pretty well. It just kind of goes to show you how things can change in a year, 6 months even. In my case, it's been 6 months. But I compare that to November 2020. I had a seizure and then another seizure on Christmas. I couldn't drive. Now I'm back driving. I'm on medicine that's been helpful. I've seen a neurologist and all my tests are looking good, whether it's a blood test or the imaging tests like the MRI, for example. And it just really goes to show you that sometimes things just take time. I mean, I was so in my head at a certain point because I just felt like everything was falling around me, whether it be relationships, like intimate relationships, or my physical health. Fortunately, my job has always been pretty stable since I started working in September 2020. That's continued to be great. I've learned a lot. And it just made me feel very thankful. And I wanted to express that in the form of a podcast simply because sometimes I find it to be therapeutic just to talk. And on that same vein, I actually today scheduled my first therapy visit. So I'll be seeing a therapist via telehealth next Monday, which I'm really looking forward to. I think it will give me some more perspective. It'll provide a more clinical approach to the way I've been feeling. I've had anxiety my whole life, but recent health things and just kind of the gravity of life in general has caused me to be more anxious of late. And I feel like I've been better in coping just through talking about it with my family, with my girlfriend, my friends. And, that's been good, but I'm ready to take it to the next level and really provide myself with certain techniques and mentalities that I think will allow me to live a more fulfilling and happy life. And my hope is that through bettering myself, I'll be better for the people around me too, and I'll be the best version of myself for them, and be able to show the gratitude that I want to show them because I'm just a happier person and I'm more capable of doing it. So that's kind of been my life in a nutshell so far. Just kind of reigniting some of my passions and cultivating my relationship and just working hard and realizing that nothing's going to be built in a night. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a night. It took millennia. So in that sense, I just feel a lot more at peace that I'm doing what I have to do to stay focused and to keep some variety in my life. It's easy to get tunnel vision and only focus on work, for example, but you have to cultivate your other interests and make sure that all facets of what make you happy are being attended to. And if you're not doing that, there's no reason to beat yourself up about it, but to just be aware of it and recognize that maybe take a step back and just take some notes about how you're feeling, take some inventory as to whether or not you've been doing the stuff that makes you happy. Obviously, life can get busy at certain points, but, at some point you're going to have to recognize that if you're not doing what makes you happy, you're just not living life to its full potential. And unfortunately, we don't know what lies after this life. There's religious people, there's irreligious people, and, they all have different thoughts about what's next, but the only thing that we're guaranteed is this life. So as far as I see it, you have no excuse not to live your best life and to try your best to make it worth it. And everybody's life is worth it. They just have to kind of find their purpose. And I think that's something that scared me too. Just what's my purpose? I know that I'm a good friend. I know that I'm a good family member, boyfriend. I think that from a moral standpoint, my moral compass is pretty solid, but that's not necessarily your purpose. Like what do you wake up to every day that makes you excited? And I still candidly am searching for that. I have a lot of passions that I cultivate, such as Spanish and music, etc. But it's not, the forefront of my life. I'm not getting paid for it, and I don't need to get paid for it. But I just want to make sure that I find my purpose, and my purpose might just be to continue to do what I'm doing and get better at it. I'm not sure, and I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone 5 years down the road. So I'm just trying to be present and understand that every day you got to put a little work into the stuff that you love doing, and just reminding yourself that you can't be one track minded. I can't just focus on work. I have to focus on the other stuff that makes me happy. So I live a balanced life. And at times it's difficult. I'm not going to stand up here like I'm a preacher telling you that I've got the answer. I'm just simply trying to document how I feel and hopefully resonate with other people who might be going through something similar or who have gone through it. And maybe they have some tips and tricks to help me. This is almost like an open forum. I know I'm the only one talking for the most part, but I really hope that this resonates with you guys, and I'm feeling a lot better. And it's crazy to think where I was 6 months ago. I couldn't drive a car. I was feeling pretty anxious and lonely to a certain extent, and through just staying solid and just focusing on being a better version of myself, I started to attract better things into my life and people and things and whatnot. And it just goes to show you that if you stay consistent, things can happen, but you just got to stay consistent. Not every day is going to be the best, but if you have a goal in mind or just a desire to be better than you were yesterday, I think inevitably you're going to come out on top. So love you guys. Appreciate your patience. I know it's been 6 months since I posted anything, but I'm going to try and be more consistent. I think from now on, I'm probably going to stick to, I actually have a decent mic that I make music with, so I'm going to record with that. I won't have the videos anymore, but I'm still going to post to YouTube. I'll just have a picture of myself or something. And if you folks find that that's a little less organic or you miss the car videos, just let me know, and I will I'll consider just doing the stuff I used to do where I make the audio, but I just splice it from the video that I take in my car. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me for a year and a half at this point. You guys have really given me a lot of confidence to just speak my truth and to be open about my ups and downs and open about the fact that I, like everybody else, I'm not perfect and I'm just trying to be better. So love you guys. I'll keep it brief and just let you know that we're going to keep on with these episodes, and this is certainly not the last one.